I just detest rude, unladylike young ladies.
I hope you don't mind me being a tad rude.
I myself am strange and unusual.
Don't be rude.
That is some weird, wild stuff.
Shocking, isn't it?
It's a scandal,
But it's provocative.
Please stop making me blush.
Hello, and welcome to, what are we calling this? Society Chats? That's what
Something like that. You know,
my
we'll get a
instant-
name.
Yeah, but it's Society Chat, where Laura and I of Impolite Society sit down for a casual, relaxed fit episode where we just kind of discuss what's going on in our lives so that you don't have to miss us in the long fortnight between our episodes.
So long of a fortnight.
And cold. It's long, lone, coldly, lonely.
I'm so
All the
tired
leaves.
of winter already. It's barely even officially winter. We're just getting ready to go into the bone
dead
cold
days.
months
Yeah.
of winter.
I think I got about 6 days of winter left in me. And then on the 26th, I'm going to be like, nope.
Well, I got news for you. It's going to happen anyway.
It's going to happen. We're going to be here. And then I just wish we can hibernate.
Wouldn't that be nice? Just a real long nap.
Good long nap.
Mm.
But unfortunately, we're not. So we're going to have to fill all those dark nights with something. And that's
What are you up
we're
to? What are you doing?
here to talk about. Yeah. So my big thing, it's so random, but it was a Spotify. I listen to audiobooks on Spotify. And one of them I just clicked at random because I have a vague interest in it. But I'm reading a book about the Donner Party.
Ooh,
So that
tie back.
Yeah, that sent me down a rabbit hole of actually learning about the Donner Party because I was reading a fiction book. So I'm like, okay, what's real, what's not? So I went back down the rabbit hole, and it reminds me a lot of our cannibalism episode at times. And one of that is when the people were starving. They were on their little rescue mission or their attempt to go get help. And some people were dying, and they had to split the bodies up and rotate groups so that people weren't eating their loved ones. They didn't want to eat their loved ones.
Yep.
And on paper, you're like, sure. But
Once you've done the research.
yeah,
Yeah.
if I was a dead person, one day, right? If only.
You'll get
But-
there someday, Rachel.
Yes, if I can hope and pray. No, just kidding. I was thinking, like, if I died, I wouldn't want that random guy I left Springfield, Illinois with to have my bones and my body and my sustenance. I'd want it to go to my kids.
Because you want them to keep
To
on living
live,
and not some
yeah.
rando.
Yeah, it definitely changed my perspective on it because I'm like, no, don't feed it to the hired hand. Feed me.
Yeah.
To the kids.
Yeah,
I mean, my kids first, then any kid. And
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. You know, it's funny. I had another tie-in with another episode actually two in the same story. So I watched the movie Red One on Amazon.
Yep, it is. 'Tis the season.
Yeah, with the Rock and Chris Evans, and the bad guy, the villainess, is Grilla, the Christmas witch. Yeah,
I had to re-listen to that recently, for fun. Had to, but I did
I was like,
re-listen
why
to that
do you
one.
have to?
Well, because I didn't want to steal the Grilla part, but Krampus was in it as well, wasn't he?
Yep.
I didn't watch it, but I heard about it.
Yeah, he's in the movie, and so Grilla and her 13 sons, they did no spoon swiping or bowl
Window
licking,
peeping.
yeah, or window peeping that I saw at least. But then, kind of on that same thing, I was at the St. Charles Christmas tradition, and I saw two like little troll-looking guys, like with big bushy eyebrows, and I was like, oh, I know who you are. and then I had a really funny conversation with them about their rebrand and about how they're like, yeah, we don't talk about window peeper, bad PR.
That's woke trolls. Those trolls are woke.
It was pretty funny.
Which is funny. That's good that you remembered that a year later because my brain was mush. I remember listening back to it and I was like, oh, I had a 2-month-old at the time.
You're like, no wonder I don't remember
any of this. But I went back because you reminded me of Cogatio, who is the Christmas poop
yeah,
log.
and I saw the Cockatoo at the Christmas traditions thing,
well,
too.
I had to go back and listen because I wanted to make one. And so I started my Cogatio. He's still waiting on a few things. But I dug up my phone right now, not because I'm just a really inherently rude person, but I swore I took a picture of my Cogatio and I was going to show you. He's just missing his nose and legs and a hat, but his face is, like, pretty cute.
Pretty A+ face.
If I say so myself. Where are you, Cogatio?
Cockatoo.
Yes, he's going to be more of a metaphorical one. He's
Why?
not actually
You should have your kids would love to feed him scraps, pound him with a stick,
They need
and
to
then he
eat, though.
poops candy.
It's a small log.
Still.
First and
A
foremost.
small log can eat a lot of food and poop a lot of candy.
But how am I supposed to get the candy inside of it?
That was the thing in the episode that like you just like make the children leave the room and you just put it under his blanket.
Oh, well, we can definitely do that.
It's not hard.
Well,
It's not like
shit.
Elf on a Shelf. You don't have to go crazy with it.
Well, that's what I thought. I was just going to make him an elf on the shelf and, like, move him around.
That's
I
cute.
can't find it. That's so disappointing because I was really proud of it. So I'll have to send you a picture after the fact because I was like, that little guy, he cute.
Hey, cute.
He needs a hat, though.
Yeah, when I sent you the picture of one, you're like, "Did you buy it?" I was like, "Well, I wish it was for sale because I totally would have bought it."
It was just a
but it was just
display.
a decoration. Yeah, a display on like Christmas traditions around the world.
Yeah, and the Caganer.
Yeah, that was not in there. The Caganer
Well, that's a family-friendly event. You can't have somebody shitting in front of the children.
dropping a deuce.
I'm so disappointed. I really thought I took a picture of it. I was pretty proud.
Yeah. Well, I have another Christmas-related story. I did already tell it to you, but I figure I can recap it.
Yeah,
for the
tell it
listeners.
again. I haven't heard it in words, only read it in
Only in
messages.
text. Yeah. So I was getting ready for my company Christmas party, and I was getting real particular about what I was going to wear. Like, I had this new pair of like high-waisted pleat front pants, and I was like, I want to wear like a tight shirt, you know, to like contrast the two. And nothing ended up working out, but I was like thinking about it a lot and putting a lot of effort into getting the right shirt. But then at the last minute, I was like, no, these aren't working out to my satisfaction. So I wear the Laura standard, you know, which is like a
button-down.
blousey button-down
Yeah.
tucked in. And I get to the venue, take off my coat, throw it on a chair. I don't know anybody, so I'm just walking around, just kind of looking at faces and like getting a drink.
Nightmare. Just a nightmare situation.
And then I go to fill out my raffle tickets, and there's like a table and pens next to the DJ guy or trivia guy he's set up. And so I lean over to start writing my name, and I feel breeze.
Ooh.
And I look down. My shirt is unbuttoned. Not
How far?
no, all of it.
The whole shirt?
The whole shirt.
What
The
were you wearing
whole shirt.
underneath it?
A bra. Yeah.
I thought it was just like you missed a few buttons.
No. I think what happened was that, I mean, it's kind of a crappy shirt. It's a very thin material.
Yeah,
And
well, I would just forget to button. I would buy that. That would happen to me.
And the static electricity of the coat, you know, and driving
Pulled
and
it
moving
off?
and pulling it off
gosh.
had undone it. And I was like, the DJ was right in front of me, and I was like, oh my God. He's like, yeah. And I was like, I start buttoning it. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, was that unbuttoned the whole time? I was like, what the fuck? I've been walking around here flashing everybody in the place. And he's like, well, if it makes you feel any better, I didn't notice until you leaned over. So maybe it wasn't like, and I was like,
maybe that was the final straw
Yeah.
that broke it.
the freaking shirt isn't a tight shirt. It's a blousy shirt. I don't even understand how this happened. And I was just like, how many people in my company watch me wander around the fucking venue with my shirt gaping open? I would have noticed beforehand, right? I would have had to have.
When you took the coat off, right? You would feel the breeze instantly.
You would think. You would think.
Maybe there was just one little button holding it together, and then he gave up.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Hey,
But it was
underwear is
mortifying.
the new outerwear, so there you go.
Yeah, the guy was like, yeah, that's, I thought maybe for a second you were just a, hipster or something. And I was like, hipster? What? Okay.
See, oh man, that is like my worst nightmare. But
Oh, yeah.
also, I just know that I would be so pale that they would just assume there was a camisole under there. They would just assume there was a tank top. One time when I was in middle school, people were asking me why I was wearing white tights to school, and I was like, no, that's just
That's
my
just
legs.
my legs.
So
My grandma used to comment on how white and like blaringly white my legs used to be. What was funny, and then I was like, Jesus Christ, and I buttoned it up and I started writing my name on the thing again, and he's like, you handled that really well, really well. I'm like, what else could I have done? That's
you
what
button your shirt, like cry, run to the
That's, what I,
bathroom.
that's exactly what I said. I said, what are the other options? Start crying and running to the bathroom? Like, that's what I said.
Ask around for a samurai sword to honor kill
Honor
yourself.
kill myself.
What?
That was a better
yeah.
one. I wish I would have pulled that out. See, I'm not clever like you. I'm not fast thinking like you.
Ah, boo! I just have samurai suicide jokes on deck.
Up the sleeve.
Yes, because I feel like I made them a lot in corporate America. That's the thing. Whenever somebody's like crucifying you for a mistake, a stupid mistake, just be like, "Yeah, I'll give me my sword. I'll go honor kill myself right now." And then everybody gets uncomfortable, and
Like,
they
guess
forget
I
about the
shouldn't care that much
mistake.
about it.
What?
I said, yeah, I guess I shouldn't care that much about it and get so upset when somebody's offering to kill themselves about it.
Yeah, right. You're just kind of like, oh, well, that person's problems outshine the error they made. So
Guess
that's
I'm
what
not
we're gonna
gonna
be
worry
talking about
it.
later.
Yeah,
Not the typo.
not the typo. What else is going on in your world?
So my husband and I just had our 8th anniversary. We're
Oh,
getting
congratulations.
so old.
Oh, shut up.
And we've been married almost as long as you have.
Yeah.
But anywho, 8 years. Who would have thought? Child brides, get married at the ripe old age of 23. Here we are, still kicking. And we got rid of the kids for an evening, and we went to this really fancy restaurant. And like
What
we knew
restaurant?
it was Blood and Sand.
Oh, yeah, I love Blood and Sand. It's delightful.
It was very good, very expensive. Like we went in
Did you
knowing
do
it.
Prefix, or did you order off menu?
We did the tasting menu, so
Got
we did
it.
5 courses,
Awesome.
plus a cheese spread at the beginning, plus a bottle of wine, plus a cup of port at the end that we shared.
Sounds delightful.
And expensive.
Yeah.
And in the moment, you're like, hell yeah, bring it on.
Okay,
Let's do another
wait.
thing.
Let me
We're
guess.
celebrating.
Okay, okay. The tasting menu for each is probably like $60 person, so that's $120 times 2, and then plus a bottle of wine, so at least $40. Probably, I'm gonna say $210.
Girl, you are not winning this package from The
No?
Price is Right, because that's like
Oh.
half. We spent $480.
Jesus Christ!
The amount that you listed for both dinners was actually just the bottle of wine that we had, because we bougie. Each dinner was $100 for the 5-course meal.
Mm-hmm.
And then the extras just kind of added on, and then
Yeah,
tip on
and then
top of
tip.
it.
Yeah.
I woke up the next day, and you would think it was the red wine that would get me, but it was it was like, holy shit, what did we do?
It's fun. How did Money Man Dan feel about it?
No, he is the one who organized it all, and was like,
Oh,
he picked the
that's
$120
sweet.
bottle of wine. Yeah, it's like exposure
Wait,
therapy.
you bought a $120 bottle of wine?
Bottle of wine. Mm-hmm. Dan picked it. So it's like
Did
exposure.
he know how much it cost?
Yeah. I tried to get a $30 or $40 one. He's like, no, we can't get the cheapest bottle. We can't get the cheapest bottle.
Why not?
I don't know. Get you drunk the same. But he
That's
wanted
what I always say.
He wanted something from the Rhone River Valley, so like he wanted a French wine,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
so
Mark it
the
up.
cheap. Yeah, and like I said, it's exposure therapy for us recovering tightwads. So we don't have to live. We have we've hit the milestones we need to hit, and we have accepted that we're not retiring at 45. So we're just gonna like live for the day a little bit. And in Dan's mind, it was cheaper than a vacation, but it ended up being the same cost as a weekend away. So
Enjoy it. Good for you guys. Recovering tightwads, like you said. Do some spending.
Golly, Caleb Hammer would have had a cow. No, just kidding.
Fuck him. What does he know?
Yeah, he knows about saving money, I guess, but not about. I don't know where I'm going
Enjoying
with that. Scratch
himself.
that.
Enjoying himself.
Well, he's a rich YouTube guy now, so
yeah. Well, he's still probably tightwadding it up. I spent some money, kind of haphazardly at Target the other day because Amelia is obsessed with footy pajamas.
no.
Yeah, she absolutely loves footy
That's so
pajamas.
cute.
That's her newest thing. And we only have 2 pairs, and one of them is massively too small. And so I'm like, I'm going to go buy footy pajamas. I don't have time to make a run to Once Upon a Child or check Facebook Marketplace. I'm just into checking things off my list.
Yep.
So I did. I bought a brand new set of footy pajamas for $18.
And then you can just incinerate them when you're done so they don't go to landfill, if that
There
makes
you
you
go.
feel better.
No, I'll give them to somebody else or
Yeah,
know.
I was kidding. But
Yeah. But it's just like, because I know it weighs on my brain, right? Because I know I can find it cheaper, and I know I can find it, in a more
it was like $12 or whatever. For you said how many?
$18
footies?
for 2.
That's nothing.
Yeah, but I mean that's $9 each. I could have gotten it for
$9,
$3 each. Huh?
In the 90s.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I could have gotten it for $3 now at Once Upon a Child or on Facebook Marketplace, but I just decided I wasn't going to put that mental energy on myself. So that, $6 that I spent per onesie was an investment in my mental health because I am really spiraling my way into a Christmas breakdown and I'm just over it.
Oh, yeah. Fair. I can only keep it together for the next, like I said, 5 days. And that's about as much as I got. And I'm planning to spend at least 2 to 3 of those days drunk. So we'll see how that goes.
That sounds
But
great.
no, I went to Target because you brought up Target. And my advice is just, that you did not ask for, mind you, is just stay the fuck out of Target, man. I was so
half
disappointed.
the shelves were empty at my
It
Target.
looks, the Target I went to looked like a TJ Maxx. There was just garbage everywhere. I'm like, I came here as my last resort. I thought I was surefire going to find something for my date night, right? Because I'm going to a fancy restaurant.
Clothes? Ugh. At Target? Yeah. Ugh.
I went to the Goodwill first, and then I went to the Ross's. And then I went to Target, and I thought Target would surely have what I wanted.
Should have gone to the Galleria. You're right there.
I was already south. I was like south to go to the Goodwill that I thought on Manchester that I thought might be nice.
The good one.
It was not. Either I don't know what's in fashion anymore, which is very likely, or what do people wear?
Target clothes are terrible. There, you'll find a few here or there. Like I was browsing when I was there the other day, sans children, which never happens. I saw one dress that I liked, and it was like it had like a big bow on the front, and it was kind of like it kind of flared out. It was cute. That was the only thing I saw that I had any vague interest in.
Yeah, I was just looking for a skirt, like an A-line, the skirts that were everywhere, corduroy, whatever, blah, 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 blah. They had nothing. It was all holiday party, like formal, which I guess in theory could have worked, but I never would have worn again. So I was like, why spend $50 on that?
Totally.
And I ended up, happy ending. I got a $9 skirt from Old Navy.
I was gonna say that would have been my next stop, Old Navy.
Yeah, that my husband picked up for me.
Oh.
I didn't even have to go get it. It was on his way home from dropping off the kids.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I have some
so
returns to Old Navy. I tried. I
so
went
add that $4.90. Sorry, continue.
I went to Old Navy to try to find the perfect shirt to go with my pleated.
So you did go. I thought you weren't going to go.
I wasn't going to go. I went after Old Navy, after the party, the work party, because I still wanted the perfect shirt because I was going to a Christmas party on Saturday. So I went and I bought a shirt and tried it on with the pants and I didn't love it. And so I'm going to fucking take it back. And then I bought a pair of jeans that was like gamble and it lost. So
you win some, you lose some.
Now I just have another.
When it comes to jeans, it's mostly loose. Some,
yes.
I think.
I knew it when I saw it. I was like, I tried it on and I was like, maybe this could work. The fabric is too thin. Don't buy jeans with thin fabric. It's not flattering unless you have a perfect body. It's not.
Yeah,
flattering.
it needs a little bit of structure. That's
Needs
what makes
body.
jeans,
Yes.
right, and not leggings.
Yes.
Is that they have structure.
Yep.
I speaking of jeans, at the Goodwill, I almost got these jeans, the brand Madewell, because apparently it's supposed to like stretch 3 sizes or whatever.
I feel like I've heard of those. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're supposed to be really nice. And there was like 3 of them in the jeans rack that were within size that I could fit in theory.
Well, if you're gonna go one on either side, yeah, it's a wider range.
Right. But they were skinny jeans. And I just can't commit to skinny jeans at this point in my life because I've spent so long learning to turn my back on them.
Yeah.
And then I see shit on the social media that's like, skinny jeans are back. And I'm
That's
like,
why just don't listen. Do whatever you want to do. I have skinny jeans. I don't wear them super often, but I do wear them occasionally just based on shirts.
Right. And I mean, I just don't wear jeans often. I'm in
well,
leggings.
to be honest, I don't either. But occasionally it comes up in the rotation of I want to wear a longer top or I want to wear tall boots, you know, and then slap on the skinnies.
Well, now I got the skirt, so there you go. That goes with my tall boots.
Oh,
that's my look now for the rest of the winter. My one nice outfit.
Yeah, my look this entire last half of the summer and all winter has been the ripped jeans that I bought from Old Navy that are high waisted and like looser.
They're cute. They're
I
cute
love
jeans.
them, and they're so comfortable. I love
That's
them.
what matters. Yeah. My Old Navy low-rise jeans were the ones I was wearing a lot, but that was because the low-rise doesn't cut me in half when I eat a lot, so it's more of a comfort thing.
Yeah, going down under the belly.
Yeah,
let the belly
we
flop
were onto
over the
something.
top.
We were onto something because my gird, it can't handle that pressure in the midpoint anymore.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I used to get that in high school. I've always had stomach problems.
Oh, from tight.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm. That's why I think it came from is all my clothes are too small now. So let me drink this other beer about that.
I need to get some more wine. My neighbor very kindly brought me. I brought them over a little thing of cookies, like a teeny tiny that I made, and they gave us this gift basket with wine, some popcorn, and then a book for the kids. I'm like, way to make me feel really guilty, but it was very sweet. Our neighbors are nice.
Is that the one with the friends? They're friends?
No, this is an older couple that live right next to me. The friends across the way, they're apart.
That's a reminder though, because my neighbor gave Roman and Daphne clothes, so I need to make her cookies.
Yeah. Yeah. Gifting is generally like, it's annoying, right? But then when it comes from people that you don't really know that well, like it does feel special.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like if my mom were to give me, a thing of popcorn, I'd be like, I don't fucking want this. You know what I mean? But when it comes from somebody like who thought about you and decided like this is what I should get,
like out of the blue.
Yeah, it feels meaningful.
And not out of obligation either. Just kind of like they just wanted to be nice. Like when my neighbor bought the kiddos clothes, I was like, oh, wow, that I feel special.
Yeah.
And like seen.
Yeah.
As opposed to like, oh my God, it's Christmas. We all have to exchange gifts.
Yeah. Precisely. So there is some Christmas magic in the world.
Yeah. How can we capture that? I don't know. I'm not somebody who has a lot of mental energy to spare.
What?
Don't ask us.
Mom of 2 children?
Yeah, don't ask us. We can't fix everyone's problems. Just the immediate problems that are happening in front of us. And I can't even fix those most of the time.
That's all I do is I fix everyone's problem all the time. Hence the Christmas breakdown. The Christmas breakdown is not really about Christmas, though I'm sure it's not helping. It's about all the other shit in my life that I'm just like, can't anybody fucking do anything in this house?
No. Well, at least 2 of them have an excuse, right?
I don't know. I also wonder, like, how much can I blame my husband for this, and how much is it of just like I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, where like Charlotte will be in the middle of doing something and run over to me and be like, I'm doing something, and she's like, can I have blank? And I'm like, there is another parent of yours sitting 5 feet away from you who's doing nothing.
Yeah. Well, they learn for what works from them.
Exactly.
Right? So
who anticipates their needs?
Well, yeah, who responds to them, right? In the situation too. Like if they went up to your husband, would he get up and give them what they wanted, or would he say,
would.
"Ask your mom"?
No, he would not say ask your mom. He would get up and do it 100%. But I mean, he might not do it as quickly
Right.
or the quote correct way. You know what I mean? Or doesn't
That
do
they
it
want.
as often as I
Yeah.
do. I think it comes down to need anticipation. Like I'm the one who always anticipates their needs and is always giving them what they want before they even ask for it because, you know, I know routine and I know what they want. So I think that when they find that they do want something, they go to the provider of things,
Yeah.
which is me.
Yeah. And I think some of that is inescapable, right? As the default parent.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, Christmas breakdown. And my therapist is sick. She hasn't been able to meet.
Oh.
And I'm like, fucking A.
Well, just wait till they like are in school and then they're out of school and then they're just sitting around the house.
I know.
On top of it all.
I know.
Because I'm like, I swear to God, my kids are gone feral the second that goddamn tree went up. It's just like everything's bananas in our house for going on week 3 now.
Yep.
Yay.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, if you want Christmas cheer, don't ask moms of 2 young kids because we're all cheered out. We're too busy making the magic happen all the rest of the time. I'm not going to come on. I like it though. So.
I mean, I do. That's the thing. I like parts of it too. Yeah, like I did some cookies with the kids. Like we did the spritz cookies.
Yeah.
And then the neighbor kids came over, and I was like, "Well, shit, you're right here. Let's all do it together." You know, and I made spritz cookies with the neighbor kids and Charlotte, and had a good time. And then I got a little like cookie kit from somebody that I work with. Actually, she has a cookie business on the side, like a sugar cookie business, and they had those make it kits where it comes with them like the cookies already baked, and then the icing in the bag and the thing, and they were really fun, and it required zero setup. You know what I mean? Like we just opened it and started doing it, and the kids were entertained for 20 minutes, however long it was that it took, and the cleanup was easy. There was no and they tasted good because those sets that you get at the grocery store do not taste good.
I was gonna say I've heard your
terrible.
honest thoughts on those sets before.
They're
so I'm
atrocious.
Surprised to hear it.
The ones that she makes, like they were delightful.
You gonna plug the business? Are we
Yes,
that
I
level?
will. Cookie Magic. She's on
You heard it
Facebook
here first,
and
folks.
they are
Use
delightful.
promo code Impolite Society. No, just kidding.
Yeah, she doesn't know who I am. She doesn't know I have a podcast. But yes, check it out. Cookie Magic. She's in Wentzville, and they are delightful. You can order like special, the fancy ones for bridal showers, baby showers, whatever else people order fancy ass cookies for. But again, they actually taste good, which many of those sugar cookies do not.
They just look pretty.
Yeah, but hers are delightful.
Oh, well, there you go.
I had a whole conversation with her at some work event. I'm like, well, so what do you use the
And how many items of clothing were you missing during that conversation?
Probably 3 or 4. Who can keep track?
You're just like, I just rolled in the buff. You
Yeah.
know? This is business. This is how I get to business. Give me the business.
The business.
Well, I think that's about time to wrap it up,
I
right?
guess,
We're just kind of chit-chatted. We're nice and chit-chatted out. So we hope you liked it.
Yeah, let us know. Like, are you like, shut the fuck up, girls? I don't want to hear about your jeans.
Well, stop. We're going to still do that anyway. So,
True,
I mean, like,
true.
let us know. Join in the conversation. What are you watching? What are you reading? What are you doing? And we'll talk about it on here. Because this is the same bullshit that all podcasters do, but we're just really confining it and putting it into an episode that you can choose to not listen to.
Yeah, you can choose to skip
How's
past
your
it.
week? Everybody wants to hear about our lives. No, really what happened was we were doing this shit anyway, so
Yep.
we figured might as well record it. So if you do want to hear it, it's there.
Let us know. And by the way, I'm watching The Closer. Or wait, no, Major Crimes. I only have space for old TV shows I've already seen 1,000 times. No room for new characters or new information that's not related to a podcast. So go enjoy
I'm
that.
watching Netflix reality show Ultimatum, so
Yeah, of
I
course
am
you are.
looking forward to nap time tomorrow so I can watch the finale and reunion.
Okay, I'm not going to give you too much shit because reality TV show really isn't that much better than procedural crime dramas. So I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
going to
just
hold
a
that.
common denominator.
It really is. It really is. Sometimes that's all we have space for.
Right. But if you're listening to this, you're not a common denominator. You're special and you're smart. So check out our real episodes.
Our real episodes.
And then you can learn about things and not be so common and denominational. That's what I always say.
I think that's great. All right. Well, we'll see you next week with some new topic.
Another 2 weeks and be back here chit-chatting.
Yeah. Bye.
Stay curious and all that bullshit.
All bullshit. We don't have to do the sign off on this. This is informal.
This is our time,
This
guys.
is our time down here. I don't have to remember a tagline.
Yeah, yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.